I think it's important to note that management is still an important part of any company, because at the end of the day, when we're thinking about vision and direction, you know, we need our leaders and our managers to really steer.
Well, that's leadership.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is different, because if I've got good leadership, then I can be much more effective at self-managing.
Yeah.
And if I'm effective at self-managing, I need less management, which leaves a lot more room for these traditional managers to be more leadership, to do more leadership, to provide more leadership. They don't have to worry about, are you working properly? Are you doing the right thing? Are you coming in on time? Because I know they're delivering. And in an agile environment, I can see that delivery quite easily and quite quickly on a regular basis. So I don't have to manage by timesheet, I can manage by delivery.
And I suppose if there's a problem with delivery, you're able to sort of see that very quickly and change how we're delivering, as opposed to necessarily trying to manage that or control that. Because I find that often if there's a problem in you know, are we delivering the right thing, or is delivery quite slow? Well, delivery could be slow because we're not understanding what we need to deliver. And for me, that's more about facilitating the conversation. And I feel that's where a coach or a Scrum Master, if you're working with a Scrum framework, for example, comes in, because they can facilitate that conversation as opposed to managing and making decisions within that conversation, which can come from a bit more controlled management. So just to summarize, if you were to pick your top 3 reasons why a company should adopt Agile, what would they be?
Okay, so not necessarily in order, but I would say getting optimum return on your investment. So finding out where the value is, doing more of that, and doing less of the stuff that doesn't add you value, and getting that value sooner. The second one I would say would be around innovation and responding to change. So getting into a habit and creating a culture of being responsive and trying new things and working out what does work and what doesn't work. And then the third, I would say, would be making the most of the people that you have in your organization, harnessing their talent, their innovation, their creativity, their passion, and their intrinsic motivations. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't disagree with any of those. I think if I were to pick my top 3, they'd pretty much be spot on. I'd say it's about people, it's about value and resilience. Yeah, absolutely.
That's probably better saying it than how I say it.
Hey, it's summarizing it, but yeah, no, it's good to know we're on the same page.
All right.